Your journal should be a welcoming and a happy space for you that you want to be there every single day. Coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. It's no secret, friends, you have a purpose and you have the highest potential. Dream it, believe it, achieve it. So dream big, truly believe in it, and achieve it 100% to live the life fullest. And I want to join hands with you on this mission to learn and grow together, to engage, enlighten, and empower. Yes, this is solo episode of your host Jyoti G on Stars of Learning podcast. Let's begin. So friends, I'm very excited about hosting my first solo episode, and I'm confident you will enjoy listening too. So the mantra is dream big, truly believe in it, and achieve it. And I'm here to share my own experience and learning, plus the best of what people have already figured out. So friends, our topic for today is art of journaling. And I'm sure you will agree that failing to plan is planning to fail. However, taking action is an important step towards success. And I have realized all this is possible with art of journaling and one habit that can transform our life. So I know my wonderful listeners, you might first want to ask me, why journaling? Is that the only way? My answer is yes. If you don't know where you are going, how can you expect to get there? And I strongly believe that today's preparation determines our tomorrow's achievement. Agreed? So let me tell you my story of journaling and how it has played in my life. And it is still playing an important role in my life. In fact, if I recall, I kept a diary from a very young age. Some pages were like filled with random scribbles and daily thoughts, or sometimes it would be a story of fight with my sisters, or a memorable moments like a festival celebration or a gift received from my uncles. And there were even a few attempts at poetry. And I still look at them and sometimes, I can't stop giggling how silly I have penned my thoughts. Absolutely no structure to it at all. Then when I got into the corporate life, right, you get to attend few programs, and I attended time management program there. And that's where I learned about planning backwards from yearly to daily. And that got improvised year on year for me, both personally and professionally, friends. And it's further simplified now, and it's like now in my DNA. I can't begin my day without journaling. On a serious note, almost close to 3 years now, I have started journaling, focusing on my goals regularly. And I can say this is one of the most powerful habit to start your day with. And I have improvised a lot in the process. People who know me before 2015 to now can make out that difference, how I have progressed in my life. And definitely, this is a commitment, guys, I made for myself for a truly transformational life. And you might be wondering, how serious is this commitment? So, guys, there's a huge difference between being interested and commitment, which I learned from one of my mentor, Brigadier Sushil Basin. He said that interest is something you will do when it is convenient and at your ease, but commitment is something you will strive for results and with no excuses. And that still resonates with me every single day. I'm sure you all know that journaling has been around for centuries now, from the ancient Stoics like the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius or statesman Seneca to inventors and scientists like Thomas Edison, APJ Abdul Kalam, and the recent thought leaders like Obama, Steve Jobs, Ratan Tata, and many more. What do all these people have in common apart from being famous and accomplished in their respective fields? They all had incorporated the habit of journaling in one form or the other into their daily routine. By the way, let me tell you, most of my guests on Stars of Learning podcast had shared that journaling is one of the most common habit they had. So I know the benefits. So I urge that every individual should practice journaling. It can be from a school child to an entrepreneur or a CEO or a housewife. It's for everybody, guys. If you recall, you all will agree that, we had diary from our school days, right? When our teacher would say, list all our daily homework into that, projects have to be listed, and date is a must. You need to write at the top right corner, and any achievements or challenges or even being a long leave has to be mentioned in that diary, right? And most important, parent teachers meeting in the diary, right? And you also get a signature from the parent and come back to the school. So I'm sure you've gone back to your school days, right? I did not realize at that point of time on how important is dairy. And mind you, guys, the research also claims the same, and psychology practitioners are also screaming and saying that this one habit of journaling will take you to a positivity in a reinforcing your mind. Then why let go of such important element which helps us to focus, and it helps to boost our creativity, and most importantly it will help us want to feel to be fulfilled with whatever we thought about, right? The goals or the accomplishment which gets fulfilled. Guys, it's a great habit to introduce journaling into your life, especially if you are struggling to make some me time and reflect on your life. And now that the new year 2020 has begun, what are you waiting for? Gift yourself a diary and begin your journey on life with a very powerful tool which will definitely empowers you and will act as a compass to your life. So don't worry, guys, a journal is a perfect place to write down your values, your top true priorities, which truly matters to you, and that you can establish a long-term vision and how you want your life to look like in the future. Again, as I said earlier, dream big, believe it, and achieve it. And Steve Jobs also said, you can only connect the dots going backwards. So just begin with the end in the mind and go backwards. Break your all your long-term goals or the vision you had into, yearly, monthly, weekly, and then daily goals. Only then you will be able to achieve those goals successfully, guys. Journaling has that superpower. Let me tell you how I follow the routine. The first and foremost positive exercise I do is gratitude in journaling. What better way to start your day with a positive spin, right? Trust me. Simple things like, gratitude for your existence, the roof on your top, you're able to breathe the day, good food you get to eat, and the friends who energize you, a simple like a Google map which helps you to navigate, and the list goes on. Enforcement of gratitude, you will experience your day in a whole new way, guys. When you start it with an attitude of gratitude, and I can tell you this has helped me to train myself to be optimist in any situation. Then what next is you should reflect on all things you want to do for that day, and top 3 tasks or the priority things you definitely want to achieve on that particular day. And at the end, before I go to sleep, I finish my day journaling about the great things I have accomplished, what I learned in a day, or even a small win I made. Definitely, friends, we forget to celebrate small win, right? And I want you to focus every single day on the small win, you accomplished, and that will energize you to start another day feeling more empowered. I also write daily quotes from inspiring leaders on the top of the page, which gives me that wow feeling, or, it lifts me up. By the way, this pattern keeps changing based on my need, and I have started from last year to do deeper, more reflective journaling at the end of every week, because it forces me to create some structured me time to reflect and to hold myself accountable, because I can admit that it's sometimes being a mother of two, working full time with the family, working on my podcast, plus my self learning, connecting with key people, plus sometimes I forget to help myself. So, establishing accountability and reflecting on the journal will ensure that, each day it makes me take a right step towards the right direction, I would say. In fact, you can do this weekly or monthly based on at your convenience. And I ask few questions before I go to sleep, like, what was good about today? What didn't go well? What did I learn today? Did I bring value in whatever I did and in my capacity? What ideas were there in my mind? Am I reaching towards my goal through this way? I will tell you guys what it does for me. As I told you, 5 minutes in the morning begins with journaling, and 5 minutes before I go to sleep ends with closure. It has tremendously helped me, to connect myself, my life in a deeper way. You know what? We will be forced to commit ourselves to take more meaningful action in whatever we do. That too in a positive way, and that too every single day. What I like about journaling is it's so inspiring when you when you flip through, or when you look back at your diary, right? The accomplishments you have made, the learnings you have gone through, the challenges you were able to face it. It's so rewarding. You should definitely experience that feeling, connecting to yourself. I'm sure there are many journaling exercise for you to play with. Don't go overboard or stressed, and keep it as simple as possible. When you actually want to begin, you can just start with a blank paper, or buying a small notepad also, or any app which, if you are digital savvy, that will also help. But I love to pen my thoughts, because thoughts happening in my brain, when I convert that into words, and that actually makes my conscious choice to, towards that goal. By the way, I like the one diary I bought from Amazon, and it has much more than what I practice every day. It has multiple sections. I'll just give a visual for you on how this book looks like. It has a place for gratitude. It also has a section for top 3 to 5 goals, also for the things to do for the day, and a top 3 priority list. And you can also rate your day in this, and the number of glasses of water you have drank today. Did you exercise? And what did you learn for the day? It's well structured. So simply buy that and get going. And make your journal special, like, your favorite room that needs to be comfortable. Your journal should be a welcoming and a happy space for you, that you want to be there every single day. Hello, don't delay. Even a piece of paper is good to start. Just pick up whatever works for you. The greatest happiness is to transform your thinking or feelings into action. And this is possible only with journaling. So take action now, friends, to be happy. New Year brings 365 opportunities for something great to happen. So why not start with journaling? With that, I wish you good luck and enjoy each day of journaling adventures. And do let me know what works best for you. So, friends, I hope you enjoyed this conversation, and I'm always grateful for everyone who tunes in, listens, subscribes, and have left reviews for my podcast on iTunes. By the way, if you haven't done that yet, that would mean a world to me. Head over iTunes, and I would be happy if you take a moment to rate and comment on iTunes, Stitcher, Google, Spotify. If you have got any value or learning listening to this podcast, do share this amazing information to help many others to engage, enlighten, and empower. Wishing you a year that's promising, exciting, inspiring, and full of fun. May this year give you the opportunity to follow your dreams, to believe it, and achieve it. Happy New Year to you. Thank you so much for your patience and tuning into this show. And I'm your host, Jyoti G, signing off from Stars of Learning podcast. Thank you.